Hey guys, welcome to Dad's channel. My name is Oleg, and today we're going to talk about this new product which will help you, or maybe someone you know already, who is complaining about pedals always on the way. Like my wife always complains when I keep my bicycle inside the house. She hits sometimes the pedals, and I do sometimes as well. It hurts really bad. Also, when you have few bicycles, to store them usually takes extra space because of the handlebar. It's wide, always on your way. When you transport the bike, it's harder to transport because sometimes the car is not as large, and even if you turn to the side, it will take more space which you cannot put inside. Also, when you have pedals like this, I'll show you close up. And also, even you have the lightest bike in the world, like which weight like around under 26 pounds, also have unfoldable pedals, which people even comments below, they say it would be perfect if this bike would have foldable pedals, because when you fold the bike, for example, like small one, this pedal is fine, but on this side you can see this pedal will be extra space. It's add up more space. When you put in a car anywhere, this will be on your way. Not only someone can hit the leg, but also when you transport inside the car, it can scratch the car inside. Also, it's not really good if you have few bicycles, so it will take extra space as well. So that's why I'm making this video, to show you the special pedals you can use, and also you can use a foldable stem versus to this one is adjustable stem, which is actually nice. But again, when you see I'm moving, I want to move like a handlebar like this to make it less space. It still will move my wheel. So that's why I want to show you this special THINstem, which will help you to avoid this. So let me introduce you the two products here. One is pop-off pedals, another one is THINstem. This is a foldable stem. It's not something you ever saw before probably. It has options to use the space inside if your handlebar is thin, because it can be working on any bicycle, like road bike, electric bike, regular bike. Some of the stem will not be perfect, so you need to see and consider it. But again, it should work with most of the electric bicycle or regular bicycle as well. So pop-off pedals should work basically on any bicycle because it's kind of universal attachment. So inside you're gonna find how to attach them, all this lifetime warranty, which is great, and the pedals. Let's take a look closer on these pedals. Why? Not only is they gonna be better, basically off when you need it, but also they come with this kind of grip screw. They have different names, spoke like spikes and whatever like the name. They're removable, replaceable as well. They're like screwable inside there. You can remove them if you damage them, if they run out. There's bolts right there, so they comes from both sides. They very pretty much the same weight as most of the traditional ones. So let me show you the one came on the bike, on this one particular, for example. It does have some grips, but they're not as great versus to this pedal. It's much larger actually, so it is larger, and it will have better for riding even off-road, for example. So if you have mountain bike and they don't have good pedals, you may even consider it. So to remove it, it's pretty simple. You just push these two buttons from both sides with one hand, and it's popped out like this. So you pop out the pedals, this piece will stay there. I'm gonna attach it to show you as well. And here I want to show you the more expensive bicycle, which is K Feather, have pedals, which is pretty small because it's a kind of lightweight. They try to minimize the weight, but by adding these pedals, you can remove them. The bike will still be lighter, and actually will be lighter because you're going to remove the pedals when you lift it, but you can see the size difference. It's much larger, it has better grips, and it will minimize the folding of the bike as well. So they have a lot of benefits, and they're high quality and lifetime warranty. Again, if you're interested in any of the products, I'm going to have a link in the description, but let's install them and see how they look on the bike. Here's how you install the pedals. Basically, you would have to remove the old one, the one you're replacing. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad pedal. Most of the bicycle come with just simple pedals, regardless how much you pay for the bicycles. So you may want to replace it anyways. Once you remove your pedal, then you're gonna check, it says here right or left on the pedals. Also, if you remove, you're gonna see also L over here and R on this side. So it means this one will be R. Most of the electric bicycle would have a sticker actually for people who doesn't know where's the right, where's the left. And then you basically just reattach exactly the same way as you remove the other bicycle's pedals. You're just reattaching the new pedals. That's it. So you do like this. I'm gonna do it. And then you use the wrench tool, the same 15mm, and tighten them up just like that. Okay. And now the new pedals is attached. So let's test it out how easy to remove it. So you just push this two button and remove it. That's it. How much difference is? There's nothing to hit anymore. You will not scratch your car. It's more flat now. That's why they call them flat bike, because it will make your bike flat. But how safe to ride this bike with this type of pedals off-road? You're probably gonna have questions. That's what I would ask usually, because I know some pedals can break down, like foldable pedals can break down easily if you jump or like do stand or whatever. This one looks very durable, but they also passed some tests. Not only they told me, but this letter included. It's passed the ISO 4210 destruction test. This for mountain bicycles, and I was told this is only pedals which is pop off which pass this test in the world. So basically all other pedals on the market are not really designed to ride them off-road or as a mountain bicycles, because for example these pedals, when you put them on, easy to attach. If you push one button over here like the latch, they will not come off. The other one may pop off. That's why some of them include extra protection additional. So this one already all designed specially. So when you push one side of the latch, it will not pop off. So if you hit the rock while you're riding off-road, as you can see, you have to push only two and it will not happen. This one part will not really release. Let me show you again. So I'm pushing one part here and it cannot pull it out. Only two latches need to be pushed in order to remove the pedals. So that's a safety feature, and that's what put apart this flat bike pedals. And I know there's cheaper ones, but this one it's much better gonna be, and it's reliable, and they do come with lifetime warranty. If you any reason you break them, no cost to you to replace them. So that's how with pedal and without pedals. Just simply push it, remove it, no pedals. Next gonna be the stem. Before you start to installing the stem, you would need to remove the handlebar. So you would unscrew this 4 bolts, then you would loosen up this bolt on the side, and also remove this bolt as well, and then you just pull it out. This THINstem, and basically just attach like this, just insert it. So this one is going to be up, okay, and you reattach with the same bolt you just removed, just like that. Okay, you can do tighten with hands first. Next, don't tighten these 2 bolts first, so you tighten first the top one, okay, then you tighten up these 2 on the side. I usually don't recommend to tighten them up very well on the side, because you still will need to adjust once you insert the handlebar to make sure it's aligned good. So I'm just attach a little bit on both sides, and then I would resecure it more later. Then I would just remove with electric screwdriver because it will be faster. All these 4 bolts. I think I would not need this aluminum, looks like extra spacers. This design actually for more like a road bike, probably for thinner handlebar. My handlebar is pretty thick, so I don't need them. So I'm gonna remove them before attaching the handlebar. Once you remove this mounting top, you get your handlebar and reattach the same way it was before. So you don't do really much changes, you just put it on top of it. Actually it fits really good, looks like. And reattach with the same 4 bolts you just removed. I'm gonna just insert them first, just like that, and reattach. I'm gonna use the electric one, but recommend to use manual so you will not strip the bolts. And I'm gonna use a torque wrench, which I set to 5 Nm torque. Usually that's what I use on this type of bolts to make sure they are tight, not over tighten and under tighten. So you use 5, and I'm gonna do first cross tightening, okay, and then I'm gonna recheck, make sure they tighten well. And you can hear click, it means it tightened to Nm 5, click, click, so it's good, and click. So now it's all set up. So once I touch handlebar, first I'm gonna test to see if this fork, this tube, tighten well. I don't feel any movement, so the top bolt for the tar nuts is tightened good now. Okay, and next step, I'm gonna align the handlebar and the wheel so it will be straight, and then I tighten up from both sides right over here, okay, until I hear click. Usually I use about 6 Nm torque on this side, and from both sides actually 6 to 8, but again I don't see anything it says about, so you might want to check with the company to see what do they recommend, but about usually between 6 to 8 Nm torque, sometimes even higher. So let me show you how it works. So over here is knob, you tighten up, actually adjust it the way it's supposed to be, it should be tight, and then you lift it up, handlebar, and turn just like that, and it will be flat. Okay, you can tighten up so it will not move. Now let me show you how it looks from the distance. Move the pedals, actually I didn't want to hit my feet while I was working on the bike installing the stem, but it's on this side I took it off. On this side still there pedals, but I will take it off when I'm gonna store it now. But you can see how flat the bike is. You got the idea. You can put against the wall, it will take no space at all. Also it will be easy to transport it. When you put in a car, you can basically just, like, it depends on how you transport it, but it will be very flat. If you put on the rack, it will be easy to put as well because it will be flat like this. Handlebar, it's very well secured, so you can do it, open up just like that, turn around here, there's a small dip, it will drop right there. Okay, so even it's open, it cannot really move, and then you close this latch right here. Okay, and make sure you tighten up with the 2 knobs first on this side. Okay, so you need to tighten up, adjust it for one time, and then it will be very strong. So I'm gonna go for a ride and see actually if I feel any difference. The difference I may feel a little bit versus the stem I have a little bit different. The stem I have, it was kind of adjustable stem which I brought up. This one actually better for me at this time because not only it brings the handlebar close to me, so I have more straight up position riding, but also it lifts it up, so it's actually improved, and I think it's actually better versus the original. But the case was to change it, absolutely not about position riding, more about storage and transport the bike, how convenient you can basically turn your handlebar flat My neighbors come by and I show him. He was kind of amazed. He said, oh, I need to get it because it's make totally different situation with a bicycle. A lot of people who has bicycle in apartment, they have problems to hang the bike on the wall or anywhere like to store. This way, when you do this, handlebar and pedals together, your bike becomes like around 3 or 4 inches wide only, so it's become very narrow, so it's flat. That's why they call flat bikes. And I don't feel any difference as a story, as a quality. I can see like it does not really make any difference versus as a previous stem. So it's very solid. The grips on the pedals, it's much better, of course. I feel that difference as well a little bit, because not only my feet are not sliding, not even like before it didn't slide, but now I can feel like it's just very good. But again, the idea of the pedals, not only it's upgrade to the pedals, but also it will make flat bike. If you don't need stem, I understand, but the pedals, I can tell you that it makes different when you store it at home. When you hit the handlebar, it's not as bad when you hit the pedals with your feet. And I can tell that whoever watched this video, you probably have this occurred to you as well. Also, you scratch your car probably when you transport your bike. Also, if you have few bicycles, you will understand how hard to store them, because it will take a lot of space. By installing these two accessories or parts, I would say replacement, will minimize the space probably 50%, at least, most likely even more, because basically the handlebar, this one is not as wide, some of them is much wider. That makes a big difference when you store the bicycles, and I wish every company have this pre-installed. And if you're looking for get your bike flat, check them out, and I will have all the links in description. So if you want to get one for yourself or give someone as a gift, because if you have a person who biking a regular traditional bike, road bike, any bicycles, electric bicycle, and you think they need save some space, you should get this for them, or you just send them this video so they will know it exists. I knew about some pedals. They do have like cheaper one maybe, but they're not as good quality maybe. But there's not many companies who actually, I didn't see any other company who makes this stem actually. So this is one of the unique, I think it's patented most likely, the stem, and it's easy to work with. And let me show you again. I'm gonna stop here. How easy, just open up, lift it up, close this, and now my bike is flat completely. Okay, and you can open it, drop it, make sure you drop it, and then close this latch. Make sure you adjust the latch, and then you're good to go.